I'd like to invite you to join us on camera and see your Parkinson's community. You can scroll through and see everyone who is sharing this time with you today across the country and the globe. A shout out to the folks who are joining us from Canada and Peru today. Welcome to the Mindfulness Parkinson's community. Mindfulness Mondays was so well received, we've streamlined the format and will continue to start our week with meditation. Each session will be recorded and archived on the Parkinson's Foundation website, parkinson.org/pdhealth, for you to return to on your own time. The Parkinson's Foundation will be hosting virtual events each Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To learn more and to register, please visit parkinson.org/pdhealth. I am happy to welcome back our guest speaker, Craig Hase. Dr. Craig Hase mentors meditation practitioners online, leads meditation retreats throughout North America and Europe, and teaches meditation on the Simple Habit app. He spent 6 years in a Zen monastery and completed a PhD in counseling psychology. Craig and his partner, Devon Hase, will be joining us each week to lead us through a guided meditation practice. Craig, it's so great to see you.
Hello, it's so good to be back with all of you. So before I get started, I also wanted to introduce my wife and partner, Devon Hase. She's also a wonderful meditation teacher. She'll be joining you every other week. So Devon and I are going to be trading this off. So this is Devon.
Hi, everyone. It's so good to meet you, so good to be here with you, and I'm really looking forward to spending these times, the Mindful Mondays, with you every other week or so. So thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, so Devon and I are going to be trading off. So I will do this Mindful Monday with you together. Devon will do next Mindful Monday, and we'll trade it off all through July and August. Every Monday, one of us will be guiding a meditation, and we're going to be taking you through a series of mindfulness meditations. So today we'll talk a little bit about mindfulness of the body, and then next week will be mindfulness of the breath, and the week after that will be mindfulness of sound. There are all of these different opportunities, these kind of gateways to mindfulness, and we'll be taking you through a kind of curriculum to build up your skills in this arena of mindful living. So for today, we'll do mindfulness of the body. And I'll just say a few things about this before we jump into the meditation, which of course is the best part. Mindfulness of the body is a profoundly simple technique. You'll see, all we'll do really is come back to our living experience in this body, kind of re-arrive in this body, re-inhabit this body. And we'll do that together again and again. So typically, a lot of us spend a great deal of time in this area, our thought worlds, our worlds of story, memories, future planning, worries, anxieties, all kinds of storm clouds up here, right? And if we have some kind of chronic illness or chronic pain or kind of difficulty in our life, this storm cloud may become even greater for us. And so what we're doing in mindfulness in general, we're not getting rid of any of this. It's not some magic formula which will make all our difficulty and pain go away. But what we are doing is, for these mindful moments, say for these 5 or 10 minutes that we're practicing mindfulness together, just for that time, we're taking the energy, we're taking our attention a little bit away from that thought world, and we're coming back to this body world, to this living body. Now, some people might think, but my body is uncomfortable right now? Why would I want to come back to this place that doesn't feel really good? And what's interesting about mindfulness is that we actually train in a kind of attitude of acceptance, to be aware of whatever might be arising in our experience, whether it's a pleasant sensation, an unpleasant sensation, or even just a neutral sensation. And the research suggests that when we do this incredibly simple thing of just opening to experience, whatever it is, really good things happen. And there's a huge list of the good things that happen. Like depressive symptoms come down, anxiety symptoms come down, even chronic pain, even our experience of chronic pain gets a little bit less. So it's counterintuitive, but there's something about really coming back into this living physical form that makes it more livable. It's almost like to come back to the difficulty and really be with it, even if it's uncomfortable, makes a home for ourselves here. So that's what we're going to do. We'll do this mindfulness of the body. If you're open, if you're willing, we'll do it together and I'll guide you. So all you need is a comfortable position. It's completely fine to be doing this in a chair. So if you can find a comfortable position in a chair, that's wonderful. If you're feeling uncomfortable in your chair and you want to lie down, also totally fine. You could do this lying down. You can do mindfulness of the body sitting. You can do mindfulness of the body lying down. You can even do it walking. Maybe not during this particular session, since I want to be able to guide you. But you could do mindfulness of the body walking around your block. So find a comfortable position. Now, feeling where you can you really sort of come to rest in your chair or lying down. And then if you're okay with closing your eyes, you might just close your eyes. If you'd like to leave your eyes open, just a gentle downward gaze is what we invite. But if you can close your eyes. And just kind of drop a little bit of awareness into your body. So again, many of us spend a lot of time with our awareness hooked into our thoughts, into our thinking mind. And in this moment, we just want to allow that awareness to begin to gather in the body. It's so simple, just feel how your body feels. And your body might feel quite pleasant right now, or might feel quite unpleasant, or maybe it's kind of numb. Numb is a feeling too, a welcome feeling. And whatever's here, you could just feel what's here. And then let's take 3 really nice deep breaths, breathing in through the nose and letting it out through the mouth. So breathing in. Breathing in. And a last deep breath. And once you've taken those 3 deeper breaths, just allow your breath to go back to normal. Let the breath just come into your body and go out of your body at its regular pace, whatever that is. And now we'll begin to bring our awareness to different parts of the body in what's called a body scan. So for example, we could bring a kind of warm awareness, of friendly attention to your feet. How do your feet feel? And again, maybe your feet feel warm, or maybe they feel a little bit cool. Maybe you can feel the fabric of your socks or the air on your bare skin. Or maybe you don't feel anything at all. Maybe it's just kind of a numbness in your feet. All of that is welcome. Whatever is here, totally welcome. Just feel your feet. And then we could bring that same friendly attention. And it's this attitude of warmth that we bring to maybe our knees. So you could feel your knees. How do your knees feel right now? Can you feel fabric touching your knees? Can you feel a temperature? Are your knees warm? Are they a little cool? Is there a sensation of pleasant in your knees, or unpleasant, or maybe neutral? You're just gathering this awareness in your knees, feeling your knees from the inside. Good. And now what if we brought that same warm awareness, that kind attention to your hands? You could just feel how your hands feel in this moment. It's almost as if you've never felt your hands before. Just feel the raw sensation of these hands, this moment. And then maybe bring that warm awareness, that kindness of attention to your belly. You could just feel how your belly feels. Does it rise and fall with your breath? Does it feel soft? Or does it feel firm? Is there movement here? How does your belly feel? And again, you're just kind of dropping this awareness right down into the center of your belly, right here. You'll notice maybe thoughts come, plans come, judgments come, all kinds of thinking happens. And just for this moment, allow those thoughts to move through and then drop right back into your belly. The physical feeling. How does it feel? Pleasant, unpleasant. It's all welcome. And then our second to last stop is our shoulders. You just feel your shoulders. A lot of us carry tension in our shoulders, especially if we have some kind of chronic condition, there might be even more. But for this moment, we're not trying to get rid of anything. We're not trying to improve anything. We're not trying to do anything except feel very carefully with a lot of curiosity. How do my shoulders feel now? And a final stop. Bring that warm awareness, that kind attention to your face. Feeling your face from the inside as if you have never actually felt your face before. What does it feel like? How does your face feel right now? And you're just kind of letting go of all of the thoughts about your face, or all the thoughts about the past or the future. You're not trying to make anything happen here. All you're doing is just being with these sensations right here, right now. And then let's just bring a warm awareness to the whole body, relaxing into the whole body, being with this sense of a body, my body, right here. Letting go of any extra effort, letting go of any extra tension, relaxing any sensations or any muscles that would like to be relaxed. Just be here with the whole body, just for one more moment. Okay, very good. You can open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, notice something in your room that you don't usually notice. Maybe notice a color. Notice an object that you don't usually notice. You just kind of appreciate what's around you, like with a freshness in your eyes. Yeah, so that was fun. So far in the chat box, we've got a question, are there Italians online? So it looks like we've got people from Peru. We might have somebody from Australia. I saw a photograph of the Sydney Opera House, I think it was. It looks like we've got at least one person from Italy here. And if you have a question about what we just did together, you could write it into the chat box for everyone to see. Or you could just privately write it to me. If you want to be private, you can find my name in the chat box and write it privately to me. And the questions can be about what we just did together. You know, that was the technique, mindfulness of the body. Or it could be about how to bring this into your life. Or it could be about how this relates to some kind of concerns that you're having. So I'm seeing a couple of questions come up here, but feel free to write in any questions that you might have. I'll just take a few minutes to answer some. And then we have about 5 minutes left. So one question that's coming in, which I think is a really, really good one, just privately to me, says, what if I feel too uncomfortable in my body to stay mindful of it? Which I think is a really, really important question. So there's a couple of different approaches to this. The first thing that you could do is let your body move a little bit, right? So if you're having some kind of symptoms in your body related to Parkinson's or anything else that you might have going on, and it just feels too uncomfortable to sit still, you could stay with this mindfulness, but let the body move, right? So maybe like roll your shoulders like this, or roll your neck a little bit, or, roll your wrists a little bit. So you could let the body move and do that same kind of exercise that we were just doing together, but do it as a movement exercise. So now I'm really paying attention to my hands and my wrists as I'm moving them. And that can help if there's just too much discomfort in the body. That can help work that discomfort through. A second thing you can do is just train yourself with this mindful awareness to get more and more comfortable with discomfort, which is a key point in the practice. And we'll talk about that further as the weeks go on. But for now, I would say movement mindfulness, if it's just too much. So Denise is saying, what time is the best time to meditate? This is a question I get quite often. So some people think, all right, the best time to meditate is in the morning. Or other people say, no. The best time to meditate is right before bed. And then other people say, well, no, I think the best time to meditate is right before lunch on an empty stomach. Yeah. So here's my answer. The best time to meditate is the time that you will actually meditate. So if you're somebody who really feels like you can meditate in the morning, right when you get up, before you check your email or before your caregivers come into the room or whatever it is for you, that's a great time to meditate, right in the morning. And if that's your time, set that as your time and then do it the same time day after day. So the thing is consistency. If you're somebody who really likes to meditate right before bed because it helps you sleep, it relaxes you, calms you, gets you back to your body, that's great. Do that in the evening, right before bed. And then just make sure it's consistent so that you're doing it as part of your routine. Just like you brush your teeth each day, you can meditate each day. And it's very helpful if you have a recorded meditation. So there's apps that you can use, or you can, if you sign up for our mailing list, you can have 6 free recorded meditations, and there's lots of free meditations out there. But the key point is not necessarily what time you meditate, it's that you meditate. So pick a time that works for you and then do it consistently. Okay, another question I've got. This one's to everyone. I practice the informal practice every night, and it's more or less the same. You managed, only difference is that we stay fixed and not in the position we want, and that we put more attention on the breath. Great. That is what we're going to do next week. So there are all these different techniques of mindfulness. What we just did was mindfulness of the body. In particular, we did a little bit of a body scan, but there are so many wonderful techniques, all of them very, very good. And what looks like what you're talking about, Graciano, is the meditation, the mindfulness of breathing, meditating on the breath. And that you pick a single point in the body, like your belly or your chest or your nose, someplace you can feel the breath. And then you bring the awareness back to the breath again and again. So we call the breath your anchor. It's like it's anchoring the boat of attention. And you just come back and come back and you come back again and again. So that's an excellent technique that you're doing every night, and I highly recommend it. I think you're on the right track. So another final question, and then we'll make sure we get you out of here by 10:30 West Coast time. That's my time. Final question is, I feel very tired. Is there a way to practice a body scan that does not make me so sleepy, but actually aware of my body? So Devon and I now have taught these body scans all over the world, all over the United States, all over Europe. And we often do this as like a 3-day workshop where people come in and we We start with the body scan almost every time, and often we lie everybody down on the ground. So you've got 30 or 40 people all lying down on the ground together. And inevitably, a third of the room to half the room falls dead asleep, right? So at first, when we started doing this years ago, we thought, oh my God, we must be terrible teachers. Everybody's falling asleep. We're very boring. And then we realized, no, people are tired. People are not getting the rest that they need. And their nervous systems are just on overdrive. And so what happens initially when you downshift the nervous system, you get sleepy, you fall asleep. And so what we tell people now is, if you're sleepy, don't worry. Just let yourself feel sleepy. And you can be aware of that sleepiness. Yeah, so you can just be aware of that sleepiness. As long as the sleepiness stays here, just be aware of that sleepiness. Even if you feel you're like not getting quite through to your body, just be with sleepiness. And then when that sleepiness passes, which it will eventually, then there can be the sharpness of attention and you can really feel the body. Just be aware of that. So the idea is whatever is coming up in the practice, that is the practice. Welcoming it all, welcoming pain, welcoming sleepiness, welcoming anxiety, welcoming agitation, welcoming it all. There's room for everything in this awareness. So that's the time that we have for today. I'm sorry that we didn't, there's a question here about our website. Devon, will you type in our website for everybody? So if you want to get on our mailing list, you can just go to our website here. Somebody was asking about the mailing list. There it is, devonandcraighase.com. And you can find our mailing list there. If you sign up for the mailing list, you can have the 6 free meditations and other bonus materials. Devon, we'll see you here next week. It has been a pleasure to spend time with each one of you. Crista, do you want to take it away?
Thank you, Craig. I feel great, so I really hope, that the rest of you joining us in this space here today, receiving some kind of benefit from the practice that Craig led us through. So thank you so much, Craig. I sincerely appreciate your guidance for today's Mindfulness Monday. I'd like to just take a moment to share some of the free resources that the Parkinson's Foundation does have to provide people with Parkinson's disease. So we do offer a website, parkinson.org. We also have our toll-free Parkinson's support helpline at 1-800-4-PD-INFO. You can also email our helpline at helpline@parkinson.org. We are doing our next virtual event this Wednesday. We're going to be talking about safe tips for traveling. So if you have any summer travel plans, please tune in this Wednesday to hear our speaker talk about some safe traveling, especially due to today's unique times. So you can find more information and register at parkinson.org/PD Health. And I'd like to just take a moment and time and space to give sincere gratitude to Craig and his partner Devon for joining us on this journey of mindfulness in the Parkinson's community. And of course, to all of you who have dedicated the time to commit to your meditation practice and to join us on each Monday. So I hope to see you all next Monday, morning or afternoon, for mindfulness and the breath. So thank you all, and we'll see you on Monday.